We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the New York Giants. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Take it in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Come on, set.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he's going to take this ahead for right. Yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. The Franks looking to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Here's King.
A good head down running on the return, gets about 15 yards. And the Texans will take over. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans
at their 38.
A first down throw for Mills.
That's complete. It's Collins. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
From the 39,
Mills finds his man. It's John Mechie. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Throwing, Mills.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd.
Franks now. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Mills now.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down.
That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Off the play fake, Mills.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here's Mills. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We're scoreless after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Mills to throw it. He'll complete this one to Collins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here we go now on 1st and goal. To throw, Mills. Another one caught by Collins. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Michel will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs.
Trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Harris. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Mills on first down. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here we go.
Throwing again on second down. Mills. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Third and long for Mills. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here we go. Here we go.
In motion right is Robinson.
Blue striker.
Second down, Franks.
Rolling to his right.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Jackrack.
Now Franks.
Looking for Shepard deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On second down, Michel. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Looking to throw is Mills.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Mills now looks to throw on first down. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mills. And that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. On the return, Jackson. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Black blue. Blue, black. Red, yellow.
By 2nd down throw coming for Franks. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Franks. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Off the play fake. Here's Franks. And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here's Pierce. Will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep it.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Setting up play action. Franks.
And now here is another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On play action, Mills.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mills. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Play action now, Mills.
That's caught by Howard. Runs over him, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. The end result, 21 yards.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better.
And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Frank's looking to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Frank's now.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw. Here's Franks.
And this one's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
560.
Again, it's Barkley. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Yellow, blue. Ready?
Back to throw. Franks. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jerry Hughes. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 4th down, Frank's going to throw for it. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he is going to have the Giants' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
They go play action with Franks. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Go red. Ready.
On 2nd down, Franks again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go to Barkley again. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Gano now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. To Michelle on the screen. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Houston, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.
Wildcat, check, back, ready. Come on, time to play. Set. Set up. Ready up. Check, hut. Come on, set. Check smash. Hey, smash. Hut. Ready. Say, hut. Ready. Okay, break. Ready, set. 70 Rangers. Let's go. 18, Pioneer. Ready. 65. Let's go now. Go. On the double. Check, go. Ready. Mustang 9. Set up. 19 tight. Set. Ready. 60 map. Down. Ready. Set. 19 light. Here we go. Set. Ready. Here we go. Buffalo 18. Set up. Set. Hut. Come on. Set. Warrior 70. Hut. Ready. Count 19. Ready. Let's go. Trap 60. Ready. Go. On the ready. Panther 11. Ready. Set, go. On the set. Ready. double. Let go. Here we go, shot. 60 Bobcat. Here we go, here we go. Ready? Ready, ready. 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 Get out. On the ready. Mustang 19. Hut. Set. Hut, hut. Come on. Set. Ready, ready. Ready. 19 tight. Ready. Go. Let's go. 60 Maverick. On the set. Ready, break. Set, go. Ready, ready. 19 line. Let's go now. Buffalo 18. Set up. Warrior 70. Okay, ready? Come 19. Set. Ready? Trap 60. Trap 6. Ready? Got it. Ready? Panther 11. Go! Dragon 60. Set. 7 Pirate. Here we go. Shot. 18. Here we go. Here we go. 79 Bronco. 70 Ranger. 70. Ready. Set. 18. Pirate. Ready up. 60 bucks.